All right, says I'm live, asking me the charm. Third time is typically the charm. All right. I believe we are live. Can you folks hear me and see me clearly? There are some minor reception issues in the area where I'm at today. I'm right alongside Highway 101. I'm walking right alongside the freeway. Can you folks hear me and see me clearly? How's the reception? Let me know. Anyone there? Anybody home? Hello, McFly. I don't even know if I'm live or not. I know the cell coverage is not that great in this area right here, but we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. We've got 13 in the box right now. 13 in the box. Can somebody let me know if you can hear me clearly or see me clearly, and see me clearly? Come on now. Well, I think I'm live. It doesn't say I'm buffering or anything like that. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the show. We're just going to wait another minute or two till I get a confirmation that somebody can hear me and see me. If you're here for a drama stream from the other side, wondering if I'm going to talk about Mr. J on the other side, no, I'm going to try not to talk about that. I'm talking about a specific topic here today. Hello, Eli. I hear you and see you good. I hear you, says Robert Bickle. Robert Bickle, this is your first time here? Queen, make sure that you're checking out all these channels. Make sure the channels that have very little to zero content and few to zero subscribers are actually legitimate people. I want to minimize the trolling here. Yeah, that's what I thought about Robert Bickle. Sounded like a trolling name. Thank you, Queen. All right. How are you all doing today? It's been a great day so far. I added another piece of foam on this a headset microphone. So now I've got the original tiny foam that came with this phone. That came with this headset. It was a little crappy piece of foam. Then I added a piece of aviator headset foam and put this dead cat on top of it. But because I was still getting some wind noise piercing through, I added another piece of aviator foam. So I've got 3 foams and the dead cat on this. It should be sounding pretty good. Audio good, similar evil, and video good? Let me know. Hi guys and gals, sorry I'm late. Was watching Terry's new video. Yeah, you're not late, man. Don't worry about it. You folks don't owe me any explanation at all. Senator Palacios in the house. Hey Eli. Hi Evil and Queen. How are you all doing? So yeah, I decided to bring back the Walking with Purpose series. I'm not going to let, what the other side has done stop me from being me and doing what I was meant to do and born to do. I'm just going to be a little more cautious and careful about it. I'm going to try to avoid any issues that really shouldn't be issues in the first place, but when people try to frame you for something that you didn't do, even though it's a joke to them, to the public, they don't know it's a joke. So, you got to take precautionary measures, but you can't stop doing what you were meant to do. And I love doing this. And I want to make you folks proud and help you by motivating you to not let things such as the things I've been through stop you from accomplishing all of your goals and your dreams. Can you folks hear a little bit of the freeway on the side? Let me know. See, check that out. Isn't that cool? Now, it's rush hour, so traffic isn't moving as fast as it normally does, but you can actually see the freeway. I'm right alongside Highway 101, US 101. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Traffic ain't too bad, said Sandra, right? Smash the like button for Elias as queen. You look great, Coach. Thank you. Yeah, I changed my hat because, you know, trying to change my appearance a little bit so people that are looking for the guy in that flyer going around, that fake flyer going around about me, you know, won't be able to pick me out as easily, even though there shouldn't be a problem because I never did anything wrong. Jesus Christ, man. Trim hits, dude. Listen, dude, are you ever going to get enough? Do you just have to get every little last lick at me before you go to prison on the, I think it's the 25th. Your sentencing date is the 25th, Trim Hits, aka Dr. Robert. And just another side note, interestingly enough, unless something's happened in the last few hours, and I haven't checked, nobody's heard from Mr. G on the G Squad in almost 2 days. No videos and no postings on its community tab. Who knows? Maybe he got a community guideline strike or a copyright strike and he just can't post anything. Everyone was saying behind the scenes, if somehow his G Squad channel goes down while he's on the run, then he's crippled pretty much. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna move everyone over to a different channel? But yeah, I'm just curious to hear from you folks. Can you folks hear me okay despite the traffic moving right alongside me here on this? This is more like a bike path. This is part of the SF Bay Trail. It is part of the SF Bay Trail, but it's part that goes right alongside the freeway. You see, let me show you folks here. You see this side right here? You see that billboard? Let me see if I can get you to see it. Yeah, you see that billboard right there? You see how that billboard is raised? I'll give you a little history here of the Bay Area. Here on the peninsula that you folks don't know. Sandra may know this. But you see that billboard right there? You see it's like on high stilts? The reason is because the San Francisco Bay used to come up to this point right here. There used to be water up until this point. That's why, let me make sure, okay, there's a bicyclist coming. I'm always checking here because I don't want to get run over. Thank you. If you see, Highway 101 is the Bayshore Freeway. They call it the Bayshore Freeway. The reason why they named it that is because like 30, 40, 50 years ago or so, the water used to come up to this point right here. Now, this is all landfill and they've built on it. So that's why you see all these billboards here that are on stilts. They're raised up because the water level was higher up. Plus, they also want you to be able to see them from the freeway. That's another reason. But now that there's no water here, you can actually see that they were built to be on water. Yep. So anyway, we've got 25 in the box. We've got 8 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Just as a friendly reminder, folks, if you would like to help further support this channel than just being here, and you'd like to make a monetary donation to help me further, get better equipment and reinvest back into providing you more content, you can make a donation in the amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. Nightbot will be sharing my PayPal link every 6 minutes, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can also write a note of any length, and I'll read that note live on the air on the stream I'm going to do tonight because I can't check PayPal while I'm on mobile. Now, if you do make a donation via PayPal while I'm on mobile, please continuously make me aware of it in the chat, and I will acknowledge it, and then I will read your donation on the night stream coming up later tonight at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. If PayPal doesn't work, you can send the super chat or a super sticker down below. Just click on the $ and make the choice. It's pretty simple. I don't have to keep explaining it unless somebody asks me for it. I think people understand how super chats work. That's just another alternative way for folks to donate. And donating via super chat and super sticker is completely anonymous. PayPal does send the billing information that you put in the system. Now, even though PayPal does that, you know, us trusted business owners like myself / content creators like me would never share that information with anyone. But that's why, you know, Super Chat is also available here on this channel for that reason there. Now, just to remind you folks, Super Chats and Super Stickers, you know, the way they work is Google / YouTube takes 30%, and the creator, such as myself, gets 70%. PayPal, I get pretty much 97%. So PayPal transaction fees are 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. It comes out to roughly around 3%, which is far greater than, you know, you get more money than through the Super Chat system, but money's money. And getting a Super Chat donation is better than getting no donation at all. So just making you folks aware of that. We've got 27 in the box. We've got 8 thumbs up. Let's get right to it, unless there are any questions in the chat here. It's on stilts. Cuz, right, yeah. Yeah, they were on stilts because there used to be water. Like, this is all landfill right here. This is the other side of that trail. Like, if you look way back there, that other trail I go on that's pretty windy at times is way on the other side, probably about a half a mile down to 3/4 of a mile down that way. And all of this right here is undeveloped landfill. I guess you can kind of call it the wetlands. Like when it rains, it gets wet here. And I believe at this time they're preserving this area for wildlife animals. But you never know what happens in the future. It's up to our wonderful government here in the city of Redwood City / San Carlos / San Mateo County. It's swampy, yeah. Yeah, they call them the wetlands, is what they call them. But they're not really wet right now because it hasn't rained in I think almost like a week and a half, 2 weeks here. Which is, it's been nice for the walks, I'll tell you that. So let's get to the topic today, folks. Let's get this show started. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. We are live from part of the SF Bay Trail, right alongside Highway 101, the Bayshore Freeway. This is episode number 50, and today I'm focusing both of my shows on how people, you know, behave on the internet. And this show is basically going to be about the fact that the internet has made insecure people secure. The internet has made insecure people secure. Now, how many of you feel that is an interesting topic to discuss? Now, let me just make sure, once again, can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Is it distorted? Is there a lot of noise alongside the freeway, or can you hear me pretty well? Let me know. I'm sure if you couldn't hear me well, you would have let me know. But I just thought I'd ask before I get right into the topic here. Senator Palacio, it's great to actually have you. Great to have you back. You've been away for a little while. How have you been doing? That topic defines YouTube. Absolutely. Similar evil. Yes, I hear and see you. Great. You're absolutely right, similar evil. But it's not just YouTube where this is happening at. I'm going to share my personal experiences of how the internet has changed my life and the way that I've met people. Let me see here. Hey, Warrior Spirit, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Santa Palacio says, I have been away. All is good in the hood. That's good to hear. It's great to hear that all's good in the hood, Sandra. Great to have you back, and it was great to see your comments earlier on that stream I did last night on the Lichen Theory channel. Some interesting stuff has been happening lately, to say the least. Now, let me show you here real quick before I continue. Here's a great example of the swampland / wetlands. You see that? You can actually smell it. It's a nice smell, actually. You can smell the sulfur a little bit. It's kind of like a better version of a stinky fart. And you can smell like the fresh plants. That's why I take allergy medication, because this stuff can really mess you up if you don't prepare for it. But can you see that? Let's try to give you a better aerial view here. That's why I love having this setup here. I really put a lot of planning years ago when I started my first channel that's no longer around, to get the right equipment to run these shows for you folks and give you folks a different perspective of things. Just want to change it up from the usual, right? The same old boring stuff, right? Let's see what the chat's saying. Hey, 7 early morning and still slamming beers. The internet changed my life, Eli. Is that where you met your lady, bro? Because that's where people are meeting nowadays, the internet. Nothing wrong with that. We'll get to that in a second here. Wow, that's pretty similar evil. Yes, it is. Sentai 7. Oh, sheet. That is where the old Marine World was. Yeah, Sentai. How did you know that? Actually, this is not where the old Marine World used to be. It's pretty close to it. How did you know that, bro? Did you live in the Bay Area before? There is an old radio station there now. Well, you're talking about over by the Dumbarton Bridge, which is further down. That's called KGO. KGO has a transmitter in Redwood City. The Dumbarton Bridge crosses from Redwood City to the Newark Fremont area. Oh, yes, I did. Marine World, Sentai 7. I'm almost at Whipple Avenue right now. I was closer to Holly Street. And that's San Carlos. Marine World was 2 exits down the other way off of 101. Off of Ralston Avenue, Marine World Parkway. That's where it was at, but it's the same area. You're right, it was on this side of the freeway. And yeah, dude, you used to live in the Bay Area? I didn't know that, dude. Holy Jesus, man. Wow. That's pretty cool, dude. So this is like deja vu for you, right? It's like a blast from the past. Some dude on YouTube named Coach Eli is in my neck of the woods. Wow. All right. Got 29 in the box, 9 thumbs up. We knew each other before that, but reconnected online. That's great, Sentai. Sorry, Warrior. You're talking about your woman. How's those mangoes, Sandra? Mangoes are good, man. I met my girlfriend online, couldn't be happier. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with meeting people online. That's how I've met my last several girlfriends. That's the way people are meeting nowadays. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to talk more about that tonight. I mean, we can start talking about it, we can start talking about it here. But on this show here, leading into tonight's show, where I'm going to be talking about, tonight I'm going to be talking about phone/internet romance versus real life romance. That's going to be interesting. Phone/internet romance versus online romance. Let me just show you one more section here. How does that look? I think those are ducks. They sound like I hear quacking. I don't know if you can hear it from the microphone. I should probably try to get my shotgun microphone for these. But that shotgun microphone made by Rode gets a lot of electrical interference. It's a newer version of it, which I'm going to wait to buy when I get my iPhone 12 when it comes out later this year. But who knows? Maybe I'll try that on the next one. I have the older version for this iPhone that I have. I still have the iPhone 6 Plus. And it's done quite well for almost 4 years. But how does that look? Isn't that awesome? Look at that perspective. All right. I'm gonna be turning around here in a second and heading back the other way, but I'll just show you around a little bit. Santa Palacio. I've met many people online back on in AOL. I met people from AOL as well. Warrior Spirit says, beautiful. Sentai 7 God. I know it smells like sewage there. I can smell it just by view. It's not as bad as it normally is though, bro. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Similarly, were the good old days when late at night a phone number would flash across the screen and you call it and talk dirty to a 450-pound woman. You're talking about those phone dating lines. They're still around? They're still around? I've never been on this side over here. So there's a path right here as well. I'm going to just walk here just for a little bit. They're still around. It's called Live Links. And then there's Quest by phone, Quest Personals by phone, and then there's the Night Exchange and Lava Life, which used to be called Telepersonals. I used to call those in my younger days, and I actually met some pretty attractive women on there. But yes, there are always going to be women of all shapes and sizes there, guys, and the same thing with men. On the flip side, for you women, you just have to, ask them to be honest. And let them know if they look any different when you meet in person, you're not going to be interested. It's not all about the looks, but come on. I mean, you can't sit there and say, you're a woman that's 5'10", 130 pounds, right? And then the guy shows up and you're 5'4", 245. I mean, that's a world of difference. How the hell are you going to pull that off? I've actually never been on this part of the trail here. Oh, if you take a look over here, that's the other trail where I'm at. Now I can see it. So that's the trail that I go to, and you can see the homes in the background over there. But yeah, that was a good way to meet people back then. Those lines still exist nowadays. The problem is, they've turned into more solicitation lines. A lot of women come on these lines nowadays and they say, I'm looking for a financially stable gentleman. I'm looking for a generous gentleman. I'm looking for a mutually beneficial hookup. Some of them are even honest and say, I'm looking for a guy that's willing to pay to play. Pay to play! No, thank you. Why don't you pay me instead? Because my part's valuable. Like, I am the man, I am the prize, right? I'm just kidding. It's kind of true, though. Hey, hello, Catherine with friends. Welcome to the show. I'm on mobile right now doing my Walking with Purpose streams. How you doing today? Thank you so much for being here. We're in beautiful Redwood City, California, on part of the SF Bay Trail. Shut up, you are in my hood, you? Who's in your hood? I'm in your hood? Well, you're in the South Bay in San Jose. You're about 35 minutes south of me by car, Sandra. Right now with traffic, it would probably take me like 2 hours to get to where you're at. Folks, are you hearing any wind noise, or is the wind noise being canceled for the most part? There isn't a lot of wind right now, but there is a little bit. I am a G, the MT roads. All right. 28 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Yeah. I'm actually going to walk probably down to the end of this and then turn around. That'll make it 2 miles out and 2 miles back. Yeah, I've never walked this path right here, so this is new territory for me. But it's pretty cool, actually, and the weather is just beautiful. Beautiful day. When I got out of my car, it said it was like 63 degrees in February. 63 degrees in February, in the middle of winter. Sandra, that's what we pay for out here, right? Hey Raul, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, nothing wrong with meeting people online. Nothing wrong back in the days meeting people on those phone dating lines that you would see advertised on late night TV. They would put the sexiest women on there, and they would do all of this sexual stuff. So that way they get the guys to call in and pay. The women were always free and still are free on those lines. They don't charge the women, they charge the men. So what do they do to get the men to open up our pocketbooks and call in? They get these hot, sexy models saying, call the night exchange now and meet your dream girl, right? And damn it, it works every damn time. Whether we want to admit it or not, it works every time. Every time. No doubt about it. All right. So, we're talking about the internet has made insecure people secure. And it really has, because the number one thing that everyone fears, whether they admit it or not, especially when you're younger before you build your confidence, we fear rejection. We fear, like us guys when we're younger, and maybe some of us when we get older, and even for you women, same thing. But most of the time, men, we ask women out. Women don't ask men out. Typically, they do at times, but more so men do it. But we fear rejection. We fear rejection. So a lot of times if we're, in a social environment, such as a bar, a church, or, any other type of event or social environment, and we come across a lady and we start talking and, it's just a normal chit chat, we fear saying, hey, you seem pretty cool. You want to hang out sometime? I'd like to get to know you better. You seem like a really cool person. We fear that because, number one, they might be married or they might have a boyfriend. and we just fear rejection. And that's the number one reason why, in my opinion, the internet has made insecure people feel more of a sense of security, because if you're on the internet, let's say you're on Match.com, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, or on these phone dating lines, which no longer are good in my opinion, because there aren't any quality, decent women on there anymore. They're just a bunch of women that are looking to sleep with you for compensation. And they try to make it seem legal by, like I said earlier, they use these fancy code words called, I'm looking for a generous man. I'm looking for a financially stable gentleman. I'm looking for a mutually beneficial hookup. And like I said, some of them will also say, I'm looking for someone that's willing to pay to play. I can actually respect the ones more that come out and say, I'm looking for someone to pay to play, because at least they're being honest. The other ones are trying to use the code words. I'm looking for a generous man. I'm a generous man with a good woman that's with me for the right reasons, not just because I'm paying her to be intimate with her. I'd never do that. What's that going to do for me? Right? 29 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Well, I'm trying to not get demonetized, Sandra. Yeah, well, there are a bunch of those types of ladies are women that just don't want to work hard and earn their living the right way in this modern world. Now, let me show you folks before I turn around. This is where I typically come to go to that other trail you see here, Bear Island. And then the Bay Trail continued around the other side. So I'm going to just start walking back, because I've done about 2 miles. How long have I been in the air for? 32 minutes? I've probably done about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles. So this is pretty cool. I've never actually, done this part right here. I'm glad I did it today. But you can see the perspective from the other side of that dirt trail that I typically go on over here. So you can see it over there. But yeah, so basically people come online because they fear rejection, and they can talk to many different people out here through many different avenues and sources. Like I said, Match.com, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid. They can come on YouTube and follow creators and join communities. They can join group pages on Facebook, right? LinkedIn, Twitter, right? And people feel a lot more comfortable being more risky and daring and asking people out and saying, hey, you want to hang out in real life? Oh, no. You sure? Nah. Okay. Then they just move on to the next, right? You can talk to a bunch of people and not feel like you're looking like a fool in a social setting, asking a woman out and then getting rejected for whatever reason, right? Does that make sense so far? Do you folks understand where I'm coming from? 32 in the box. That is where I met my girl. Cubit, where's that? Generous from the waist down, says Sandra. I'm pretty generous from the waist down for the right woman. I just don't share that with anyone, though, Sandra. Sandra, every time you come in my chat, like lately, every time you've been on my streams, like you've been talking a lot of romantic stuff. Like, Sandra, are you seeing somebody currently, or are you just missing being with somebody? Is that why you're kind of projecting that out? No disrespect. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just asking you. Senator Palacio says, LOL. Senator Palacio, it's easy to talk online. It's networking, says Sentai7. It's NET space working. WORKING. That's right. Internet working. Internet work. Networking. I got it. Sentai, that was brilliant, man. Hey, could somebody tell me, could somebody check, Queen? Can you check and see if that's the real Sentai 7? I believe it is. Can you check and see, tell me how many subscribers Sentai 7 has? Let me know, Queen. Are you still there, Queen? Rift Magos in the house. May I suggest, one of those toys? Rift? Let me see here. Okay. Give me a second here. Sentai 7, you are now a moderator on this channel. You know, I think towards the end of this show, or after I'm done talking about this topic here, I think I'm going to mention how I met Sentai 7. It was quite interesting. And you know what? It's been a great pleasure getting to know you, dude, despite the way that we met. And I got to check in with your ladies channel, Chica Me Cocina. I think she's like almost like a 12K subs or more now. That's pretty good, man. And you're at about the level where I'm at. That's pretty good. But I'll share that story because it was very interesting. We met through the blind man, R.J. Sandifer, who's had a lot of choice words to say about me over the past few years between this channel and my former channel. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, Queen. The trolls are just going to have their fun. That's what they do. That's what gets their rocks off. Yeah, Chixie is hitting the numbers. That's good. How's she doing with ad revenue? Is she making money, man? I've had a couple of good months since I've been monetized. You know, I've made close to 1,000 each month between super chats, super stickers, and ad revenue. It's going to be a little bit slower this month because I had some changes here and I lost some pretty good supporters. But I'm not worried about it because, you know, I wonder if they were really supporting me for the right reasons in the first place. Sometimes you have to just look at things that way. Sometimes people will support you and support your enemies because they like the back and forth drama interaction. And quite frankly, you know, I don't want somebody supporting me with large amounts of money if they're also going to support my enemy with large amounts of money. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to get rid of all the, you know, the negativity. So if somebody's donating a lot of money to me and then they're going to my haters, which are creating hate, and donating to them a lot of money as well, that to me is a conflict of interest. But that's just how I live my life. So, you know, maybe I really didn't lose much anyway. Looking at it from that perspective. Man, there's a lot of sun right there. Whew, man, it's hard to see this. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a private plane over there. Oh man, it's hard to see with that sun there. I'm trying to block with my phone. 30 in the box, 10 thumbs up. So yeah, I honestly feel that the internet has definitely changed things and helped the insecure people become more secure and confident to ask people out and to be able to meet in person and date people. Now, I've always been the kind of guy that's never had any problems being around people or even asking women out in person. Now, when I was younger, you know, in my 20s, yeah, you know, it was a little more nerve-wracking because, you know, you're still growing up. You're still learning about yourself. You're still building your confidence. But by the time I hit my mid to late 20s, you know, I had no problem. And if a woman said no, all right, best of luck to you. But in many cases, women just say no automatically the first time. And then they're looking to see how you're going to react to it. Well, okay, well, nice to meet you. Have a good one. Then you turn, you walk away, right? Then next thing you know, you run to that same woman 2 months down the road at the supermarket, and she's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, how are you? Good. How are things going for you? Great. Hey, you know what? You still want to take me out sometime? I thought you weren't interested. Well, I was going through some stuff, and I really wasn't in the right place. I just didn't want to, say that. But, I'd like to hang out with you sometime. You still single? Yeah, I'm still single. Let's hang out. Right on. You never know. It's all about small talk. And, having that confidence in person is what you really want. That's when you know you're really, truly a confident person and you're secure completely. Being secure completely within yourself stems beyond the internet. Anyone can be secure on the internet. What I want to try to help people here on my channel become more secure at is within their real life. Now, folks, nowadays, like I said, and I've been saying this entire show, we use the internet to meet people, and there are a lot of real life people out here. There are also a lot of phonies, and you have to be careful. It's also much easier for people to be phony and fake and lead you to believe there's some that they're not. The internet has made that extremely easy. Wow, that sun's right in my eyes. Let me show you, folks. Let me turn this around here and show you from this perspective here. You can probably see the sun. You see that? How's that? Isn't that awesome? You let me know. 29 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up. Get those thumbs up, folks. How was that view, folks? The bird I just heard, I don't recognize that sound. You can actually hear that. How has the sound been for the most part, Queen? There hasn't been a lot of wind. There's been a little bit of wind in certain areas. But I added another piece of foam on this headset microphone, so it should be sounding even better than ever. The next time I'm in a high wind area, I'm not saying it'll cancel all the wind, but it should do a better job. Like the trail I was on a few days ago, where the winds were like 50, 60 miles per hour, it was just horrible. It was hard to hear the thing. Keep banning those trolls. I'm gonna ignore other things that they're doing. Trim hits. Let me make you aware of something. I know you're the one that's planning on doing things. And I know what you're trying to do. We're deleting those messages here in the chat. But let me tell you something, Trim. Yes, my family properties and every address I'm associated with is on the internet. You can find it easily. It doesn't give you the right to go posting things, telling the public that things are happening at one of those residences. And let me tell you, Trim, I know it's you. because you're the only one that would do this, because you're going to go to jail in 2 weeks. Every single time I'm documenting, I am reporting it to my local police, and I'm also sending a copy to SB behind the scenes. Because when it comes time for you to get sentenced, we're all going to make the judges aware, or the judge aware, of what you've been doing to terrorize people on the internet. So here's the thing. If you folks now want to go look up all my associated addresses, even places I don't live at, and you want to disturb my family and tell people that there are moving sales and stuff there, you are more so creating a felony criminal offense, and I will report that. And I know it's you, Trim. There's no one else that would do it. It's you. Now, this could be possibly a collaboration with Mr. J from the Liken Theory channel. But how far are you going to take this, dude? Dr. Robert, how far are you going to take this? Do what you got to do, bro. I've already notified my family and all of the properties of the estate where tenants are living at. And they know what's going on. Do you never want to see the light of day, Trim? And I know you're working with Mr. J on Liken Theory because Mr. J doesn't like the fact that I have him by the balls for what you guys have done. Listen, the only two people right now that are coming at me are Mr. J from Liken Theory and Trim Hits. Because Mr. G is on the road running from the law, and Susie's off to doing something else. Eli drinking with purpose, number 509. If you want to call it that, Riff, that's on you, brother. That's on you. Look, Trim, Ronaldo, I don't know what you ever wanted from me in the first place. I don't understand if you're just mad because I booted you from my channel because you were trolling me. I don't know if you're just mad because you're insecure or because you're going to prison for committing prescription fraud. I don't know what's fueling you to be mad at some guy on the internet that you don't even know that lives clear across the country from you. I don't get it. Like what does this do for you, man? Do you get off on this? Is it entertainment for you? Like, what is it? Because it's pretty sad, dude. It's pretty sad to me. But it's not bothering me. It's not affecting me. It's not affecting my family, and it's not affecting any of the tenants on my family estates, properties. They've all been made aware of this. And they've all been made aware to ignore it. And there also have been signs put up outside all of the residents. I've been very proactive to make people aware of what you're doing, Trim. It's 100% you, and possibly with a little help from Mr. J on the Liken Theory channel. So yeah, you're trying to go out in style before your sentencing date on the 25th of this month. You got nothing to lose, right? Might as well do whatever you can to harm Coach Eli in the meantime, right? That's sad, bro. This is the part that confuses me. Why fight or challenge someone that is far away from you? Don't really know you only from what you put out. Because they're insecure, bro. Look, we've been talking let's make it part of the show. All right? These are lonely, insecure people that aren't happy with themselves, or they made a big mistake, like in this case, this troll that's been trolling myself and many others out here on YouTube for the past 3+ years, Sentai 7, by the name of Trim Hits. We found out earlier on this year that he is somebody that is an actual doctor in Florida that committed prescription fraud and insurance fraud, got caught, and now he's going to go away for up to 24 years. He's being sentenced on February 25th this month. And he went from having it all, married, kids, everything, to losing it because he illegally prescribed himself medication using another doctor's, prescription pad. And then on top of that, he committed insurance fraud to pay for it. What a moron. Like, if you're going to try to get away with it, man, at least pay cash for it. Or get a fake ID or something. I don't condone that, but come on, man. Like you say, Trim, when you come on, Trim used to be on my channel as Ronaldo Smith Jenkins. He has multiple stock accounts. He used to go, come on, dog, you're a 49-year-old man. Robert? Dr. Robert, you're a 49-year-old man, dude. And you come out here and say, come on, dog. You act like a millennial, man, or worse. So come on in here and make me aware of what I already know. Keep on harassing me. Keep on harassing my family and their properties. Do what you gotta do, bro. I don't give a shit. You're a loser, dude. You're a loser. And you're an insecure moron. And this is the perfect example to use for this show. The internet allows insecure people to feel secure or be secure. This guy would never do any of this in real life. But on YouTube, he can do whatever he wants, right? What a pathetic loser Dr. Robert is, aka Trim Hits. I know it's you and Mr. J. More so you, Trim, but I'm sure Mr. J is partially involved. You're the only two people right now that have anything emotionally invested in with me. Riff says, but you don't give a shit, and they count on triggering you enough to enjoy an Eli meltdown. There's no meltdown happening, Riff. I'm just talking with my audience. I'm just running a show. As far as I'm concerned, it's entertainment to me. You see, what these guys are doing, yes, it is illegal, but I also laugh at it. I'm like, how stupid can these guys be? I run my shows with examples at their expense because they're the perfect example of what not to be, man. Seriously, they are the perfect example of what not to be. Trolls do find a way to turn it around and turn your content around against you. Trolls look for a trigger. Of course they do. Well, this is what they do, Sentai 7. What trolls look for is what affects you emotionally. And see, when they can't get to you, like these people can't get to me. What they do when they can't get to me is they try to attack my family or anyone I may be seeing. That's why, if I ever have, well, I will have a girlfriend at some point, but if I ever start dating someone in the future, you folks will never know who that is. I'll talk about my relationship. I will just not put her out there because when these people can't get to me, damn, that's a recycling truck. It's a diesel truck and it's loud. When these people can't get to me, they go after the people I care about to get to me, right? So a troll's ammunition is to find out what you're attached to emotionally and go after that. Because they go after what means the most to you because they know that you can handle them. And see, that's what Trim does. That's what Mr. G on the G Squad channel has done in the past. That's what Mr. J on the Liking Theory channel does. They look for emotional triggers. So they don't trigger me. directly. What they do to try to trigger me is attack the people that mean something to me, to try to do harm to them, which is really sad. That's very immature and insecure behavior. Any normal, decent, down-to-earth man, I'm just talking about men for example purposes, because there are female trolls, but the male trolls are far worse than the female trolls. Any normal, decent, stable, down-to-earth man would not behave in the way as many of these male internet trolls behave out here. Is that a fair statement? Let me ask the guys and the gals out there. Would any normal, decent, strong, confident alpha male that's stable behave in the ways that these trolls behave out here? And if you say no, they would not behave this way, then why do you think they do it? Tell me. I want to hear from the chat. We've been on for 56 minutes, folks. We're going to be on for another hour, we're going to be on for another 20, 25 more minutes, so get your questions in now. So, I have been on YouTube for 10 years. I have another channel. I know trolls go for the low blow. I know pro trolls, and one of them told me, go for the family, hit him where it hurts. Right, that's what they do. It's almost like you can't be a public figure. That's why a lot of people are anonymous, because they don't want to get attacked. But the bottom line is, I'm a public figure. My name's Elias Melas. I'm a coach. This is who I am. As a public figure, you have to realize what you're up against. Now, I knew that public figures get some scrutiny before I did this. I just didn't know how crazy these people were going to come at me. These people have come at me in more crazy ways than I've ever seen anyone else being trolled. Like, there's no one that's been hit in the ways I've been hit. No one at all. Can you folks hear the freeway a little bit? And can you hear me okay along with the freeway? How's the sound coming through? Hey, Alex, the beer master. Eli, are you walking on the highway? No, I'm walking on a trail, on a bike path, right alongside the highway, bro. No, I'm not walking on the damn highway. You see this, Alex? This is a fence. Can you see that, bro? And this is a cement barrier here. So if a car tries to crash over here, it's going to hit the cement. It won't come over here. I'm safe, bro. You see that? Let me give you a different perspective here. You see that, bro? I'm walking right alongside US Highway 101 in Redwood City. Yeah, it's 101, bro. 101, the Bayshore Freeway. Yep. Highway 101, US 101. Yep. Absolutely. Yes, I can see that, buddy. Of course, I'm not trying to make you feel stupid, bro. I'm just having fun with you. But I'm glad you're here, Alex, the beer master. When are we going to get together, man, and do a stream, bro? I look forward to it. I look forward to it, man. $34 in the box, 11 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. But yeah, it's another thing as part of this topic. You know, a lot of these, and this is more so for the men than the women. Like I said, there are some women trolls, and they can be nasty. But the male trolls I've seen are 10 times nastier, in my opinion, than the nastiest female troll. And the reason why they're trolls is because they're insecure people. They don't love themselves. They've gone through something in life. Maybe they're disabled. I'm not attacking the disabled. I'm just saying maybe they're disabled, or maybe they're unattractive. Maybe they're overweight. There's something that is making them feel so insecure, and because the real world is not working for them, because they're just not an attractive person, they come on the internet to get their fix, and they project their insecurities out here, and it makes them feel like they have a purpose. So, in essence, as part of this topic, these male internet trolls are here because it gives them a sense of security. You understand what I'm saying, guys and gals? Like Trim Hits is out here because it gives him a sense of security, where in his real life, he's lost it all. He's lost everything. The only thing he has left is YouTube and trolling people. He's going to go to jail for up to 25 years. He's 49. If he gets the maximum sentence, he'll be out at 74. He'll be an old man at that point. So he feels his life is done. So might as well go out in style, right? That's why he's doing what he's doing now. It's funny to me that the closer we get to Trim Hits, aka Dr. Roberts' sentencing date on February 25th, the crazier his trolling gets. It's all right, Dr. Robert. I've made Redwood City Police aware of who you are. They've got all your information. And they know what you've been doing. On top of what Mr. J has done. I didn't want to tell you that, Trim, but I feel no choice but to tell you that. And I know it's not going to scare you because you don't scare me. And I know I don't scare you because you're going to go to jail in 2 weeks, so it doesn't matter. What am I going to do? Get you arrested and put you in jail 2 weeks earlier than you're going to go to jail for 24 years? So, I mean, I'm not trying to threaten you. It doesn't matter. I've just made them aware. Who knows? Maybe they can tack on a few extra years to keep you there for life. Why the 25th? What happened to the 18th or 19th sentence? Well, he keeps getting an extension. And my sources behind the scenes keep getting different information because Dr. Roberts, aka Trim Hits, attorney keeps filing for extensions. And I think this is the last one they're going to get. I believe the 25th is the final date. He will be going to jail on the 25th. Because I'll be honest with you, I've had enough of this guy. I've had enough of this guy. And once he's gone, let me tell you, once he's gone, and if Mr. G on the G Squad side has been captured, he hasn't been heard from in almost 2 days. Once those two guys are off the YouTube streets or the streets period, oh my God. Oh my God. It's going to be like 10 breaths of fresh air. 10 breaths of fresh air. Oh, by the way, Trim, Ronaldo, you and I have talked before privately. I can't believe you made me believe you're Ronaldo when you're Trim all along, Dr. Robert. But how do you like all those videos I've taken down on your multiple channels that my copyright match tool has captured? I've taken down like 5 of your videos just like that. And now you're trying to create them in fancy ways to bypass the match tool. Let me tell you, bro, it still gets them. Plus, I can always go there and manually take down all your videos. Come on, dog. Like you say, dog. You're fighting a fight that you can't win, dog. You're not a YouTuber, dog. You're a criminal, dog. And you're the perfect example of this topic of a very weak-minded and insecure man coming out here and allowing the internet to make you feel secure and give you a sense of purpose, right? Folks, we are at 1 hour and 4 minutes. I'll be wrapping this up in about 10 minutes or so. So get your final questions in now. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Can you folks still hear me clearly and see me clearly? I hope the reception's okay. What a beautiful day it's been, I gotta tell you. You see, folks, here's a JetBlue office over here. Gotta love the Bay Area. You gotta love the Bay Area. Excuse me. How are you doing? Hi, Eli. I hope you are having a good day. I'm having a wonderful day, man. Thank you so much for being here. 30 in the box, 12 thumbs up. The channel's growing, folks, and the channel's growing because of the haters, and they can't stand that. And once main perpetrators are in the penitentiary, then the pathway is going to open for not only my channel, your channels. I want you to come along with me on that ride. I really do. I want you all to come along with me on that ride. That's a Tesla right there. Everyone owns a damn Tesla out here. I would never buy a Tesla. I don't care how rich I ever get. I'm not a status symbol kind of guy. I'm not. I like having a nice car, but it doesn't have to be $100,000+ electric car. They're so overpriced. So overpriced. So damn profitable. Yeah. And over here, I see this from the freeway when I drive, they're building. Like you can see right there, on the other side of the freeway, they're just building everywhere. Like, I gotta tell you, over the last, I'd say 5 to 10 years, if it already wasn't starting to get a little overpopulated here in the Bay Area, it's exploding with commercial property and also, well, commercial property. I was going to say apartment complexes. They're commercial properties too. Commercial property has unreal. Unbelievable. I'm going to show you one side here. This is the beginning of the San Carlos airport. I'm going to show you folks this, and I'm going to head back to my car and start wrapping this up because I got to get back for the night stream. And I'd love to have a great turnout tonight and maybe even have some people join me on the panel so we can more so talk about this. But this is the San Carlos airport, the back end of it. You see a plane right there. And you see, what do they call those things? The hangars? Where they hang the planes and then they work on them. And there are even some palm trees around here. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. If I can even get down further. Look at that perspective. Isn't that cool? Almost looks like I'm going down Beverly Hills, right? Yeah. 32 in the box, 12 thumbs up. 33 in the box. Oh, yeah. You know what, folks? I was just thinking about something here. I may actually postpone that stream tonight and either do it later tonight, late night, or do it tomorrow. What do you think? What do you folks want? Should I take the rest of the night off? Or should I come back and do that stream at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, or postpone it till either a late night show tonight or tomorrow? The year 2000, I was there before flying out. Yep, I know the street. Yeah, San Carlos Airport, man. It's the local private airport for the peninsula in San Mateo County. There are a lot of new office buildings out here now all over the place. But I got to tell you, what I really like about this walk here, this is one of the more peaceful walks. Yes, there are businesses here. But it's interesting that there isn't a lot of traffic always entering and exiting this place. Like a lot of these people, this is all high tech. So a lot of these people work swing shifts and night shifts. So, I mean, what is it right now? Right now it's got to be like close to 5 o'clock or after 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. So it's after 5 o'clock here. Most jobs would be, most people would be leaving their job right now. But look, there are a lot of cars here. And that's the cool thing about working in high tech and working in the Bay Area, is that a lot of these jobs require people to work 24/7 to maintain servers. And you know, if they're high tech companies, if they're Google or YouTube, they always have to have staff on, no matter what, even holidays too. I agree. Do what you feel, Eli. Do what you do. As I say, I do a video whenever I want. Just wait for it. If you're here, thank you. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, folks, is postpone that stream tonight. It is posted right now for 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. When I get back to my place, I'm going to put it to private and more than likely schedule it for tomorrow. And I think the reason why I'm going to do that is I'm going to see if I can get some people to join me on the panel and share their experiences. Because there are a lot of people out there that get hooked on phone/internet relationships, and then they never, have that real life relationship. A lot of people that are insecure or not in the best place mentally, emotionally, physically, or financially, they in lieu of having a real relationship, they substitute that by having a phone/internet relationship. And what they'll do is, some guys will meet a woman online. Maybe the woman's going through a divorce. Maybe she's been through a lot and is not highly sought out by other men. So this one guy steps on in. He's a little insecure. She's insecure. And they fulfill each other's insecurities online. And then what they do is they send gifts to each other through the mail. But they never meet. And maybe they'll even have phone sex or whatever. They'll do all that kind of stuff, and they'll trade inappropriate pictures, right? That's what these people do. Is there something wrong with that? It depends. There's a point where it can become creepy, in my opinion. But quite frankly, it's an insecurity when people have to depend on online, on phone/internet relationships rather than, having a real relationship in person. Oh, then you will love the sheet went through online. I even met them. Wow. Okay. And when it gets to that point, that's when the show Catfish comes in. Okay. Senator Pelosi, I agree. Do what you feel, Eli. I think I already read that. All right, folks, we're at an hour and 14, almost an hour and 15 minutes here. I'm going to just go over here. This is one part of the trail that I've only been on a few hundred feet, and I want to actually see where this goes. I'm doing a little exploring right now. I should have my hiking boots probably on for this because it's dirt, but that's all right. I'm not going to go that far. But this is what it looks like. I'm going to see where this goes here. How's reception, folks? Can you still see me and hear me? Let me know. I think I'll be able to get a good view of the San Carlos airport from over here. And you can see 101. Like, let me show you the actual view of 101 from over here. And now traffic's almost at a standstill. But I'm going south just for like one exit. And southbound traffic on that part of 101 is typically never a problem. It's flowing smoothly. You should do a walk at the Fremont Salt Flats. Yeah, I've been there. I just never done a walk from there. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some. Walks from the East Bay. I gotta plan more of those out. Probably I'll do those probably more so on the weekend, because weekdays, man, there's a lot of traffic going out there. I have clients for my day job to take care of, and then do my in-studio YouTube stuff. But I think on the weekends, I'm going to... Oh, wow, there's a plane coming in. Look at this. Look at how close that is. I don't know if you can see it. Wow. Wow. Wow, I just heard that thing land. You can hear like those tires just hitting the runway, trying to stop that thing. All right, you can't go any further than this spot over here. But this is like a beautiful spot. Like if you want to just hang out here and watch the planes land. No, you can't go over here. This is part of the airport. If you hop this fence, you'd be breaking the law. But this is the San Carlos airport from the backside. Let me just go above here. I want to see if we can get a plane taking off. I guess not. That's as far as this goes over here. They just put this little trail here for like, 1/8 of a mile, just so you can watch them take off. It almost looks like a hiking trail as you're coming in, but then it just dead ends right by the airport fence. It's very nice. Home is where the heart is at, folks. Home is where the heart is at. I love the Bay Area. I love it here. There's no other place I'd rather be. I mean, if I ever had to move from this place, or if I ever just moved for whatever reason, I would definitely feel disoriented. It's just, there's no other place like it. It's so unique. I'm just letting you folks enjoy some of the beautiful scenery before I wrap this up. We've got 24 in the box. We've got 12 thumbs up. We are at 1 hour and 19 minutes, and I think I've gotten my 4 miles in. The Mark Logic building's over here. Maybe I should be a cinematographer and just create some really awesome edited videos, just showing people like the different aspects of the Bay Area. Maybe at some point I'll start a second channel and do that. Well, I already have a second channel. Maybe I'll start a third channel. My second channel is A Grip on Life 2. uncensored live streams. If you have not subscribed to Grip on Life 2 uncensored live streams, I do put on content, I do put content on there occasionally, content that is not advertiser friendly. Sometimes if I run a stream from the studio or from mobile and it ends up not being advertiser friendly in my eyes, it just goes south, I delete it and re-upload it to Grip on Life. Sometimes I'll run a live stream directly from there, but typically I'll run it from this channel here because it's monetized. And if it doesn't end up being advertiser friendly, I'll move it over there. But make sure you subscribe to a Grip on Life 2 uncensored live streams. Eli, how long have you been living in California? All my life, bro. I've been in the San Francisco Bay Area all my life. I've lived in different places in San Mateo County, Redwood City primarily, all my life. I love the area. I was born and raised here. I love my family. My family lives nearby. And yeah, man, I've lived here all my life. I've been fortunate, man, I've had a good upbringing with good family that, taught my brother and I morals, values, and ethics. That my parents and my entire family, including my dad's sister, my aunt, and my dad's parent. My dad and his parents, they passed away. My grandparents on my father's side and my father passed away over the last 10 to 20 years. My aunt's still around. My mother's still around. My brother's still around. And my aunt's daughter, my cousin, is still around. And they taught us responsibility. And that's another topic I should discuss. I'm just thinking about it. I'm brainstorming right now while I'm still alive that we need to start doing topics like accepting. I think I did a topic called accepting responsibility, but I think we need to dive further into it. See, folks, this is part of the Bay Trail. It even says it right here. You can probably see that. Awesome, says Alex the Beer Master. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. Thank you to all the consumers of content. And thank you to even the trolls that are helping me in their own unique and strange way. I'm going to wrap up this show with 29 in the box, 12 thumbs up at an hour and 23 minutes. Folks, I will not be back for the 10 o'clock show, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific show tonight. I'm going to put that to private when I get home, and then I'm going to probably reschedule it either for later tonight. I might do a late night show, or I might just end up doing it tomorrow. But until next time, have a good night, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.